Hello everyone, Ogri Kapshu here. So I apologize for being a little bit late than usual. It's actually a lot late. But the new gacha is hit and we will be reviewing the new Umas and the new support card, which is a very interesting one because you probably hesitant or think about it a lot about if you should roll or should not roll in this gacha, right? So we have like princess, yeah, symbolic princess, and three goddesses is the main thing that we will be talking about today. I don't think I should talk about Shikemono that much because, well, she doesn't have anything interesting going on. At least I would say that. She is a pretty okay power guard for short distances, but you know, for short distances we already have Ruby, right? You probably need Ruby more than her in a power guard section for the short distances, right? Okay, so yeah, that's about it for the new SR. First we're gonna talk about Symbolic Kiss S. Again, the info is gonna be on the right side, so I think I fixed the font right now. It should look pretty clean if I'm not wrong. Okay, so let's start with the status and everything. So she have like turf, she can run dirt, she can run short, she can do like medium and long. She's expected to be medium and long, but most of the time we're gonna be running her on long distances because that's gonna be where her shines the most. Okay, she can be leader, she can be betweener, and she can be chaser as well if you want her to be. But most of the time we're gonna be running her on betweener because her always gonna kind of work towards that way. Okay, the bonus are powers 50% and stamina 15%, which is not that bad for a betweener on long distances. This is not really a bad bonuses to have, right? Okay, because if you run something like, okay, I'm gonna run like 2 speed, right? 3 goddesses and maybe 2 int, so then you have like 1 slot more. You can slot in a power guard or a stamina guard, right? So if you slot in a power guard, you can train both stamina and power at the same time with a lot more bonuses, right? So you don't have to focus on this. You don't have to have a lot of power guard or a lot of stamina guard to be able to build her with these bonuses. Okay, so I think the bonus are okay. It's not a bad thing. Okay, so her ultimate is pretty simple, right? So it's around 40% of the rest middle leg to be frag, allow middle leg, right? If you're in the middle of the pack, you're gonna increase the speed, and okay, there's an extra condition there. And if you are in a downhill, right? If you're in a downhill, you're gonna be getting a duration increase on the speed boost. Okay, so durations go for 0.35 or 5 seconds to 0.35 for 6 seconds. So it's a 1 extra second if you are in a downhill. Okay. Okay, so she has, so let's take a look at the goal and the evolution skills. Okay. Her goal is lose yourself. This is a pretty good skill because it's activated immediately upon last bird, but you only use it if you are betweeners and you are in long distances. But yeah, it's too good to be true, right? You get like 0.4 acceleration immediately on last bird if you are like a little bit behind. But okay, the catch is you're gonna lose 0.02 stamina upon its activation, so it doesn't hurt much, but it still hurt in the long distances, where stamina is like the most important thing. But you're gonna take it anyways because acceleration is the best thing in the world, especially if it procs immediately. So this is a really good skill. So, but okay, upon on evolution, right after you evolution the skills, okay, this is the condition. After you evolve the skill, there is gonna be an extra conditions, which doesn't hurt the original condition, right? But the thing that they added is if the cost is Nakayama, you're gonna get a stamina recovery instead of draining the stamina. So you recovery 0.15, yes, 0.015 stamina instead of losing 0.02 stamina. But yeah, the other thing doesn't change. It's still the same amount of acceleration as it's still the same amount of draining, except that in some cases you don't get drained. That's all of it. It doesn't change much. It's still the best skill to get for her in long distances if you are turning her on betweener. Okay, This is not a long distances, but it's a last leg speed skill. Basically, it's a last leg random speed skill, if I have to say. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. I can't really say it's bad, right? But the thing is, after you evolve it, okay, it's kind of the same thing. As you can see, if you are observant enough, you can see it right now, what changes. The change is you can use this on medium distance now. So you don't have to use this on long anymore if you decide to evolve the skill. All right, okay, that's not all of them. Instead of just increasing the speed, it's also increase the stamina. It's also recover the stamina that you use by 0.015. Okay, but yeah, that's all. It's not the best skill in the world, but yeah, it's still good to take on medium and long distances. Okay, and that's it for Symbolic Chris S. To be honest, I've seen her as a pretty boring Umas. I mean, not personality wise, and it just has skills are pretty boring. It doesn't have anything interesting, you know. She's gonna be the best at long distances and on a betweeners. You can't really use her any other elsewhere because well, these skills only work on long betweener, and this skill kinda sucks. Even if you evolve it to be like medium distances, you're probably gonna be using her on long all the time. So you can't use her on anything else except long. But she can be built pretty easily. That's got plus, by the way. So the score I'm gonna give her like it's gonna be around 8.5 out of 10. She's not amazing or anything. At least the New Year Saturn one is probably gonna be better than her. But but yeah, that's it. That's it for the secret case set. 8.5, pretty solid Umas. If you like it, go for it. Okay, next up is the talk of the town of the week. I'm sorry this is taking a little bit of a long time because, well, validating whether or not you should roll this is a little bit hard to do even for me, right? Okay, even if I say that I already roll it, but okay. Okay, so her numbers doesn't matter because, well, it's a group card, so you want to know what they do, right? It's a group card that give a good amount of status across the board. I have seen reports where, yeah, I got like around 200 status across the board for just slotting her in the deck. Alright. Her skills is pretty basics. It's nothing to, you know, going home run about. It's just that, yeah, just second half of the race, you recover, you get a random speed boost, and then you recover your stamina. This is a little bit of a counter to Christmas Ogre because Christmas Ogre doesn't want to procs her recovery at a random timing because that's a really bad thing for Christmas Ogre. So yeah, I think they put this to nerf Christmas Ogre for using these skills. Okay, but yeah, that's about it. It's still pretty easy to use. That's a plus, by the way. Okay. So how good is this? So the effect of these guys is mainly to support you in the Grandmasters. The things about that they do is they give some extra shards. You can choose the color of the shards that they give extra, by the way. The top one is red, the middle one is blue, and the bottom one is yellow. So you can choose extra shard, one extra shard when you train with them. You have a chance to proc the events and then choose the shard, and then you get a shard for free. So this increase the speed of you completing the 8 shards. The 8 shard inventory is pretty fast, and it's a lot faster now because you can do that. Okay, so how good is she? She's like 10 out of 10 for Grandmaster. You probably need to run these 3 goddesses every time you run Grandmaster. But the thing is, outside of Grandmasters, they sucks. Okay, they doesn't do anything if it's outside Grandmaster. So you don't really want to use him outside Grandmaster. And we only have like 5 months, maybe 4 months now. Around 4 to 5 months before the new scenario hit, and these 3 goddesses are gonna be completely useless. So if you are like going all in for this card and you don't really have a good card, so for people who already have a good decks, right, they have a good decks, they have a good speed card, they already have everything set up, they just want something good to use on Grandmaster, this is gonna be a perfect to get. But for new players, for the players who like, yeah, I don't really have a good speed guy, I am looking for like a good base guy to use right now, this guy is not gonna last you long because it's gonna last you for 4 months, but after that it's gonna be completely useless. So yeah, so that's my advice. If you're new here, don't do this. Grab your gems, save it, and then go for the good speed guard that's gonna come maybe later. Okay, but for a veteran player like me, who's kind of needs some help on the new scenario, every time a new scenario hit, I think this is gonna be perfect to get one of them. So you don't need to have them at max rate break, by the way. I think 30 or 35 is already fine to get, so you don't have to get them. So final score, 10 out of 10 for Grandmaster, 0 out of 10 outside of Grandmaster. So that's it. That's my verdict. So if you want a guard that's gonna last you for like the 4 months that you're gonna be training for, this guy is gonna be perfect. So I recommend you getting one of these guard, maybe 1 or 2 if you can, but if just don't overspending it, because well, it's not a long lasting guard as much as you would think. So yeah, think wisely before you actually investing in it. And because, well, you probably heard you probably don't have gems right now because you spend it all on the anniversary gacha, you spend it all on the moon, for example. But okay, good luck rolling if you're rolling. Okay, I hope this video helped you. Leave a like and comments, anything, comments if you get them, comments if you are not doing them, and just comments in general will help me a lot in growing my channels. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.